Yeah, I am a man, up in the air. And I run around this town and act like I don't care. So when you see me flying by the planet's moon, you don't need to explain it, if everything's changed, just know I'm just like you.
Alright, it's Hashirama sends you story time. Jayla Salamander here, and let's dive into the 621 review. 621, it starts off like, you know, like where we left off in the previous chapter. Like Hashirama summons this freaking big giant ass wood monster, I forgot what it's called, and yeah, it basically left off when it grabbed the Kyuubi's Biju bomb and sent it right back at it. And then yeah, so it starts off with them like, you know, like they're head to head, they're looking at each other, like they're charging, and then the next panel is what like makes me have more respect for Madara, because like I don't know if I made a video on this or I was planning on making a video, but I was planning on saying like who are my favorite villains, and Madara and Toby are like hands down like up there on top. Madara has to be. He has to be either like one or two. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put him at, but he is smart, powerful, and he's cool, you know. So he uses like the perfect Susanoo, and I'm saying perfect because the last time we seen the perfect Susanoo was, I'm not sure, maybe chapter 580, around so or around there, I'm not sure, but yeah. So the features of the perfect Susanoo, it had like a basically like a Pinocchio looking nose. It carried like two swords and it had mad arms, and basically it showed the characteristics of the perfect Susanoo when it cut through mountains with its sword and all that. And they said that, like, you know, the perfect Susanoo, the one who cut like water in fucking mountains, split the ocean. I don't know, but yeah. So he had put the armor of the perfect Susanoo on the Kyuubi, and now it looks like a Megatron of some sort. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. And like Hashirama responds by saying like, oh, Madara, like, you know, like that was smart. And he has that face of like Naruto, and you know, everyone's review on YouTube is gonna be like, oh, this reminds me of Naruto and Sasuke, their relationship, you know, like how they're fighting, and how Hashirama doesn't really want to fight him, just like how Naruto didn't want to fight him and he wants to come to peace. But yeah, so Hashirama says like, oh, I didn't want to like do this and all that. And then he also says, no, before that he says like, oh, that was smart. And like, yeah, obviously like that was smart, but I think there was more to that. And maybe just Kishimoto's kind of hinting at like how the Ten Tails could be defeated. Like obviously what the Ten Tails is doing is fucking shit up, it's killing everyone, you know, but we really haven't seen any type of damage done to the Ten Tails. And this is leading me to believe that the Ten Tails is gonna kill itself in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure, but they're gonna have to use its Biju bomb to kill itself. Just like when Madara was telling Obito, he was like, when Obito was about to shoot the alliance with the Biju bomb, and Madara was like, no, don't do that, like it's not like fully formed yet or something like that. But if they can somehow get that Biju bomb to hit the Ten Tails itself, I think that's how they're gonna get rid of it. Cause why else would he put the perfect Susanoo's armor on top of the Kyuubi when he got hit by its own Biju bomb? Because he knew that if it got hit, it was either gonna snap out of its control, or his control, or the Kyuubi was gonna die just from getting hit by its own blast at full power. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a prediction, like what I think is gonna like happen with the Ten Tails, and how it might like go away or get defeated in some way. Alright, so back onto the review. So this thing is flipping out. Hashirama's still saying like, yo, I ain't trying to fight you. Like, we could work this out. We could work things out, man. Like, we could work it out. Like, we ain't got a fist fight. He's like being a little pacifist right now. And yeah, he's trying to like talk to Madara. He's like, oh, your brother wouldn't want this. We've worked so hard to bring this peace or something, and you're just like throwing it down the drain. And then that just made Madara mad. He got angry. And just like Hashirama said, like, you know, he loved Izuna more than like Sasuke loved Itachi, more than anything, and he's never seen that type of bond. And him talking about like Izuna and all that, and like it's kind of hard to explain, but why is Madara taking his anger out on the Senju, you know? Like, why don't he just go elsewhere with his motives or something? We all know like he wanted to be like the leader and all that, but what if that's not even true? Maybe that's just like Hashirama's about to tell him the truth right now. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. What if the second Hokage, Tobirama, or someone else in the Leaf Village, from the Senju itself, what if they had something to do with Izuna's death, and that's why Madara is so mad? Maybe Izuna was kind of like, you know, he went blind obviously, but then going blind wouldn't kill you, you know? Like how'd he die? So what if someone from the Senju might have like killed him, and then he got angry at Senju and he's like, oh fuck this, you know, no, I'm gonna kill all these motherfucking Senju, you know, fuck that. Like, what's his motives? That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, why did he attack the Senju? I want some answers, and I want it now, and I think this flashback will give it. Alright, so back onto the review. We left off with, yeah, so Hashirama, he's fleeing. He's like trying to go back. He's like trying like talk to him. And then what I like this chapter made Madara look so smart. So the Nine Tails, he's in the Perfect Sano armor, and he does his Biju bomb. I'm like, okay, we've seen this. What are you gonna do with this, Kishi? And then I don't know, he like breaks his sword, puts his sword in the middle of the bomb, and then he's like, Hashirama, go play with that. He's like, go play with that. Go play with this toy. And he sends the Biju bomb spinning. It looks like a Rasen Shuriken at Hashirama, and then he calls these fucking walls and all that, and it wasn't strong enough to block it or make it explode, but it sends it somewhere else, and it blows up on some type of shore or something, like some island looking whatever the fuck that is. So yeah, so this basically brings out Hashirama's rage, and he's like, yo, we can't, like, you know, we are not gonna reconcile. I know this isn't gonna come to a good like conclusion, so I think I'm gonna have to actually fight now. And he brings his balls up. He's like, yo, you know, I'm the man here. I'm gonna have to take charge. And we've seen something we've never seen before. Never expected this. Like this is the god of shinobi. Like, I've always wondered, like, what makes Hashirama so special and why is he so strong? But we've all seen Naruto. He has his power-ups, like the Sage Mode, Biju Mode, all that shit. Hashirama, I thought he didn't need it, because he has a Wood Dragon that can take care of the freaking Nine Tails itself. Like, just that. And he has all these other, like, different shit we haven't seen yet. Like, the thing that hit the Rasengan back, all that shit. It's all in this little big-ass scroll, you know? Like, I'm saying, wow, this dude knows some crazy-ass shit. And on top of that, now he got a power-up. And he has, like, all his markings on his face. And you know that's not going to lead anywhere good. So, once he does that, he summons this big, gigantic-ass Buddha-looking thing that has 1,000 or more hands. And it looks like a fro on this Buddha. It looks like an afro of hands. Yo, that shit is crazy. And I'm just wondering, like, this shit's towering over. This shit is towering over the Nine Tails. Just imagine how big that thing is. How big that thing will be to the Perfect Susanoo. That shit's towering over. And look how many hands. Imagine if all those hands just like it'll kill the Nine Tails. Hey, yo, man, it just left us off on like a crazy cliffhanger, because like some shit, I don't know if it clapped and it created like a waterfall or something. Like how, you know, like the battle, like, you know, like in present day, the battlefield of Hashirama and Madara, it made a waterfall. I don't know if it clapped and made like all that water come down or something, but I'm just saying that shit looks powerful. That shit looks powerful. And I'm just throwing this out there. Like when Hashirama goes to fight Madara, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see a lot of shit that maybe Hashirama didn't even show Madara. You know, we're gonna see a lot of shit. Like all those things come out and it's gonna fight. So yeah, that was basically the end of the flashback of this chapter, and then up comes another flashback. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Flashback in a flashback. So it basically tells us about, like, you know, Hashirama and Madara and how they got to know each other and where they first met. And basically they just met each other while Madara was throwing rocks, you know, like, and it like automatically there was automatic rival between the two, and it again reminded us of Naruto and Sasuke. And it's basically coming, like, it just makes us come to a conclusion that they're gonna fight just like Hashirama and Madara, seeing like how both personalities are just the same. Madara's like heartless and like doesn't care. Naruto's funny, Hashirama's funny. You know, shit happens. But yeah, so Madara didn't like how like Hashirama was basically better than him, and some jealousy issues probably gonna arise too. Hashirama's probably gonna say like, oh, Madara's always jealous of me, so he wants to fight me and kill me. But nah, wasn't gonna let that happen. So that's basically the end of the chapter. If you guys have any predictions for the next chapter, just leave it down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this review, leave a like too. And subscribe if you're new. And until next time, people, it's Jay the Salamander. Peace.